Hello everyone, I am Knowledge Junior. I am BSBA HRM and I am third year college.
Good day everyone, I am Gerald Kenneth Ligasan. So now we discuss about the life
of
of
Dr.
Dr. Jose Rizal.
First, we will start this discussion with the quotes. On this battlefield, man has no better weapon than his intelligence. No other force but his heart, by Dr. Jose Rizal. Jose Rotasio Rizal Mercado Alonso y Villalona was a national hero of the Philippines and the first Asian nationalist. He expressed the growing national consciousness of many Filipinos who opposed Spanish colonial tyranny and aspired to attain democratic rights. Jose Rizal was born in Calamba, Laguna on June 19, 1861 to a well-to-do family. He studied at the Jesuit Ateneo Municipal in Manila and won many literary honors and prizes. He obtained a Bachelor of Arts degree with highest honors in 1877. For a time, he studied at the University of Santo Tomas, and in 1882, he left for Spain to enter the Central University of Madrid, where he completed his medical and humanistic studies. Jose Rizal family. Jose Rizal came from wealthy family in Calamba, Laguna. Considered one of the largest family in those times. The 13-member family consisted of his father, Francisco Mercado II, and his mother, Teodora Alonso Rialonda, himself, 9 sisters, and 1 brother. Rizal's parents. Jose Rizal's father, Francisco, was the youngest of 13 children of Juan and Cerila Mercado. He was born in Binyan, Laguna, studied in San Jose College of Manila, and died in Manila. Teodora, the mother of Jose Rizal, was a business-minded, religious, and hard-working individual who was born in Santa Cruz, Manila on November 14, 1827. She was the second child of Brigida de Kentus and Lorenzo Alonso. Teodora had Spanish and Japanese ancestors, while the father of Teodora was a half-Spaniard engineer known as Lorenzo Alberto Alonso. She studied at the Colegio de Santa Rosa. Teodora died in Manila in 1913. The parents of Jose Rizal were both farmers who are granted by Dominicans with the lease of a hacienda together with a rice farm. Rizal's siblings. Sa Tornina, Rizal was the eldest of offspring of Francisco Mercado and Teodora Alonso Rialonda. She married Manuel Hidalgo, who hailed from Tanwan, Batangas. The only brother of Jose Rizal was Pasiano Rizal and was the second child. Pasiano studied at San Jose College in Manila and worked as a farmer and later as a general of Philippines Revolution. The other sister of Jose Rizal were Narcisa, Olympia, Lucia, Maria, Concepcion, Josefa, Trinidad, and Soledad. Soledad was the youngest child and later was married to Pantaleon Quintero.
How Jose obtained the Rizal last name. The Rizal surname was obtained by Francisco Mercado as suggested to him by a provincial governor after the Governor General of the Philippines. Narciso Claveria issued a decree in 1949 by which native Filipino and immigrant families were to adopt Spanish surnames from a list of Spanish family names. Jose Rizal is also obtained the surname Rizal after dropping 3 other names that made up his full name. Jose Rizal also retained Potasio as his other family name. His family never actually recognized the Rizal's surname, but Jose Rizal was forced to use it so that he can travel freely and disassociate himself from his brother Pasiano, who was notorious because of his links with native priests who were executed after they were found to be subversive. Jose Rizal's educational background. Rizal's first teachers. Dona Teodora was his mother. She was patient, conscientious, and understanding. She discovered that her son had a talent for poetry. She encouraged him to write poems. Private tutors of Rizal, Maestro Celestino, Maestro Lucas, Leon Monroy. Rizal goes to Biñan, Laguna. June 1869, Rizal left for Biñan. Was accompanied by Pasiano, his older brother. He was taught by Maestro Justiniano. In academic studies, Rizal beat all Biñan boys. He surpassed them all in Spanish, Latin, and other subjects. Life and studies in Ateneo. Ateneo de Municipal, established by the Jesuits. Rizal entered in 1872. He belongs to the class composed of Spaniards, mestizos, and Filipinos. His teacher was Father Jose Beck. He was considered as an inferior and was placed at the bottom of the class. By the end of the month, he became the emperor and received a prize, a religious picture. To improve his Spanish, Rizal took private lesson in Santa Isabel College. During his 4th year in Ateneo, he received 5 medals and graduated as sobresaliente. He graduated on March 23, 1877, 16 years old. Received the degree of Bachelor of Arts with highest honors, not a valedictorian. Medical studies in University of Santo Tomas, 1877 to 1882. After graduating, he continued his education at UST. He finished a year in philosophy and letters. He decided to shift to a medical course. UST was under the Dominicans, rival of the Jesuits in education. Remained loyal to Ateneo, participated in extracurricular activities in Ateneo, and completed a course in surveying. As a Thomasian, he won more literacy laurels. During his first term in 1877 to 1878 in UST, he studied cosmology, metaphysics, theodicy, and history of philosophy. It was during the school term 1878 to 1879 that Rizal pursued his studies in medicine. Reasons why Rizal wanted to study medicine. He wanted to be a physician so that he could cure his mother's failing eyesight. Father Pablo Ramon, the father rector of Ateneo, whom he consulted for a choice of career, finally answered his letter and recommended medicine, ophthalmology studies, and travels in Europe. Jose Rizal went to Paris and Germany in order to specialize in ophthalmology. Among all branches, he chose his specialization because he wanted to cure his mother's failing eyesight. In 1885, after studying at the Universidad Central de Madrid, Rizal, who was then 24 years old, went to Paris to acquire more knowledge in ophthalmology. Rizal's friends in Europe: Maximo Viola, Señor Eusebio Corominas, Don Miguel Moraita, Dr. Luis D. Wecker. On February 3, 1886, after gathering some experience in ophthalmology, he left Paris and went to Heidelberg, Germany. He worked at the University Eye Hospital under the direction of Dr. Otto Becker, a distinguished German ophthalmologist. On April 22, 1886, Rizal wrote a poem entitled A las Flores de Heidelberg to the flowers of Heidelberg because he was fascinated by the blooming flowers along the Neckar River, which was the light blue flower called Forget-Me-Not. On August 14, 1886, Rizal arrived in Leipzig. There he attended some lectures at the University of Leipzig on history and psychology.